Data had learned by long experience that his customers never came punctually. They came days in advance and went away disappointed, or came months later, and some never turned up at all, and their pictures lay unclaimed in a box, gathering dust and feeding cockroaches and silverfish. Therefore he made frames for those who came to him and visited him at least twice before he actually executed their orders. 10 days later the tall rustic-looking man appeared and inquired, "Has the picture been framed? I was passing by and thought I could collect it if it was ready." Data cast a side look at him and continued with his work. "I know I have come 4 days early." The customer grinned nervously. "Will it be ready by Tuesday?" Data merely nodded without shifting attention from a tiny nail which he, with precise rhythmic strokes, was driving into a frame, but sensed the man's obsessive attachment to the photograph. He told himself there would be trouble if he did not deliver the order on the promised date. Next morning he made that his first job, keeping aside all the others. The photograph was lying on a shelf among many others. He took it and carefully kept it on a wooden plank on the floor. Then he looked for the pencil stub for marking the measurements. As usual, it was missing. He swept his hand all round him impatiently, scattering fragments of glass and wood. False shapes that he mistook for the pencil harassed him no end and stoked his anger. Frustrated in all his attempts to find it, he finally stood up to shake the folds of his dhoti, an ultimate move which generally yielded results. But he shook the folds so violently that he upset a tin containing white enamel paint, and it fell right on the sacred photograph of the old man, emptying its thick, slimy contents on it. Data stood transfixed and stared at the disaster at his feet, as if he had suddenly lost all faculty of movement. He could not bring himself even to avert his eyes from the horror which he seemed to be cruelly forced to view. Then his spectacles clouded with perspiration and helpfully screened his vision.